with the soldier's cross, with the words, "Standing for those who stood for us," is exactly what got 8th grade student Alan Holmes suspended from a public Oregon middle school. Now, he's wearing the shirt in large part to his older brother who joined the Marines when he was just 19 and wound up serving in Iraq. And so the kid, 8th grader, is, showing support for his hero big brother. His big brother comes home alive and safe and well from a tour in Iraq. And he figures, well, I can wear this T-shirt that shows my support for my brother and all the military armed forces. And he gets suspended for it. Now, he wore it at the Dexter McCarthy Middle School last Wednesday. But he says the principal spotted the shirt and gave him an ultimatum. Switch shirts or face an in-school suspension. Good for Allen because he didn't back down. He says, the principal asked him, is this considered a suspension? He says, yes, I'll see you tomorrow, and then left. Allen still can't understand why the image caused so much fuss. Well, Allen, here's a quick lesson for you. Because your principal is a liberal idiot. That's all you need to know. Your principal is like Obama. He's a liberal jackass. That's all you need to know. Because that's all there is to it. These jackasses have a total disdain for anything that shows American pride and support for America. I mean, look, we got schools that are banning, American Pride Days. We've got schools banning kids from wearing a T-shirt or shirt or anything that depicts the American flag. You got schools that want to teach as far as part of their curriculum, foreign studies and Islam and all kinds of stuff. But if it comes to Judaism or Christianity or Americanism in an American public school, oh no, that's out the window, honey, because you might offend somebody. Well, frankly, the only people that matter that you're offending, obviously, are the school administrators, because the other students who are not American, who are only there because they are guests of this country, don't count. Let me repeat. If you are going to an American public school being paid for by American taxpayer dollars and you are not a citizen, you are a guest of this country and that school system. You don't count. Plain and simple. Oh, right, that's just so wrong. That's bigoted. I mean, that's anti-immigrant. No, it's not. It's pro-Americanism. It's pro-America. I'm in the United States of America. I am an American citizen. I am an American, so therefore I'm going to be pro-American. Now, if I was in France, I would say I don't count if I'm in France because I'm not French. Well, I don't understand what is so difficult to understand about that. I'm an American in America. I count. You're not an American in America. You don't count. You want to count and you're from Mexico, go back to Mexico. Because in Mexico, I don't count. But if you're Mexican and you're in Mexico, you count. I don't understand. How is that possibly being bigoted or anti-immigrant? It's not. It's just being factual. You're a guest if you're a guest in somebody's country, you don't get to determine how those people who are citizens live. You don't get to. Sorry, you don't. No matter where it is, you don't get to. I can hear somebody saying, well, that isn't that what, war is all about, Rod? We're determining how other people live and all across like the Middle East and everything. No, it's not the same thing, and you know it. So this kid gets suspended, receives a suspension. It's going to go on his permanent record that he was suspended for wearing a damn T-shirt in support of his brother, who's a Marine, and for all military personnel past and present in the United States, where you have First Amendment rights, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, unless you're in a public school, evidently. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You can't make this stuff up. And you can't make this up either. California Governor Jerry Brown signs a new law. Now, he signs a new law. Now, I already, thought California had a similar law, gun-free zones, but he's signing a new law that bans guns at schools. And he does this less than 2 weeks after multiple major shootings at gun-free zone schools across the country. Governor Jerry Brown has signed a bill banning concealed weapons from California schools and universities, a measure that drew renewed attention after a recent massacre at an Oregon community college, as well as colleges in Texas and I do believe Arizona. Now, SB 707 by Democratic Senator Lois Walk, WLK of Davis, will prohibit people with concealed weapons permits from carrying firearms on school and college campuses. People who have concealed carry permits would be allowed to carry firearms within 1,000 feet of a public or private K-12, but not on the grounds. Well, so I guess they can walk the perimeter as long as they're 1,000 feet away from the property. The sheer stupidity of this, folks, is the ignorance. It's not ignorance. It's just plain out and out stupidity. You see, if it were ignorance, we could educate them with the facts. See, ignorance means you just don't know something. Stupidity means that you know something and you still go against it anyway. Now, this is what stupidity is. Stupidity is that everybody understands, whether they fully understand the science behind it or not is irrelevant, but everybody understands gravity. And everybody understands that if you are on top of a 40-story building and you decide that you're going to walk off the roof and try to fly, everybody knows that you're going to fall to your death. But if you do it anyway, expecting that you're going to be able to fly. Now, see, that's just stupid. And this is the same thing. These people know that good law-abiding citizens with guns save lives. As a matter of fact, here's a story right here from madworldnews.com. Gun-free zone Waffle House targeted by armed thug. Gun-free Waffle House targeted by armed thug. A Waffle House crew was going through their normal Saturday morning routine in North Charleston, South Carolina, when they received the scare of a lifetime. 19-year-old Joshua Jermaine Davis entered the restaurant shortly after 5 a.m., and he was not looking for hash browns. Davis, who was armed, attempted to rob the eatery. But before he could get any further, an unidentified man stopped him right in his tracks. The legal pistol-packing patron shot Davis and thwarted the robbery in progress. Now, the Waffle House manager on duty said that no one was injured in the shooting except Davis, and the restaurant manager also said that Davis did not steal anything, and the restaurant saw only minor damage from broken glass. Davis, however, was not as lucky. He was rushed to medical university, but later died of his wounds. But hey, Waffle House is a gun-free zone, and you better believe that he chose Waffle House because he thought it was a soft target. Now, I'm surprised that this guy, this hero, isn't being brought up on charges from Waffle House for packing a pistol in a gun-free zone. Well, look, there's still time. There's nothing saying that this gentleman, this hero, won't be, sued by Waffle House or somebody. Because I've got PSD now because this guy shot a criminal. Oh, I can't live my life. That would be a liberal. I'm telling you, don't doubt me. That would be a liberal. That they would attack the hero for being the hero and for saving not only who knows what he could have done to the patrons and the employees of that Waffle House. But but look, this is exactly what these kind of thugs, these kind of criminals look for. They look for soft targets. Because look, they don't want to get shot. They don't want to be shot at. Most of the criminals that have been going on these mass shootings, the police don't really get to shoot them dead. They kill themselves because they don't want to face other guns. I mean, really, think about this. Why would if you're going to go and kill a bunch of people, why would you then decide, well, geez, I'm just going to kill myself now because now there are people with guns? It makes no sense that you would want to perpetuate this soft target zone all over the country. The United States, the entire country should be a hard target zone. I mean, law-abiding citizens should be able to freely pack and carry wherever the hell they want to go. Okay, well, maybe not an airline side, airplane. I can see where a stray bullet up 30,000 feet would be rather devastating. But, here on the ground, I mean, they're not, somebody with a firearm is not supposed to be able to get through the TSA anyway, so everybody should be gun-free on that. But here on the ground, we don't. Are we going to have to start going through metal detectors at every place we go, from the mall to Waffle House, before we can get in? This whole notion that Governor Brown, the stupid jackass that he is, would even do something like this so soon after a major massacre that happened in a state just on his northern border. Look, now all he's doing is inviting all the crackpots and murderous thugs to come down or come over to California and start taking shots at soft targets on school campuses all over the state. Because, hey, nobody's going to be allowed to have a gun, right? You know what? Maybe you should just do like this wonderful guy over at the Waffle. And the Waffle House is known for being a gun-free zone. In fact, they've even tried to not serve police officers from time to time. So maybe people should just, they can legally carry. Maybe people should just pack in their book bag